Now today, we're just gonna have a little heart-to-heart, man. While I'm out here fooling with this little garden here. Well, kick it over my little aloe plant here. You can't see it, but it's right here though. Nevertheless, now I'll show you my little tomato plant here now. This plant is very, very, very productive. You probably can't see the little tomatoes, but my little one just picked these this morning. So, but we're gonna have a heart-to-heart today though. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but we have to really deal with reality. Now we're gonna have a little talk, like I said before, a little heart-to-heart. And it's not meant to offend anybody and anybody's ideologies or mythologies. However, at some point, man, you have to get serious with yourself at some point. Because all this talk that we have been hearing for all these years, where's the benefit from it? You know, where is the benefit? It's just talk. For instance, Brother Umar said he wants to build a school, but there are already African-centered schools already out there. So why do you need another one? I ask. The question is, well, the answer to the question is you really don't need another one. I've already showed you to have the Marcus Garvey. I'm going to show you a picture of it right here, the Marcus Garvey School, but it also has the Rural Academy here in Fort Worth, Texas. And there are others also. It's not just those academies. So what I'm saying is you already have African-centered schools already. So this whole notion about getting a school and you know, as if the school is going to be the be-all, end-all to everything. Realistically, if that was the case, it would already happened already. Because I already said we already have. The Rural Academy came about in 2010, and I'm not for sure how long the Marcus Garvey Academy been out, but I'm pretty sure by the time I get back inside and post this video, I'll let you know exactly. I'll put it in the video so you can see when it was actually created. If that was going to be the be-all, end-all, it would already solve the problem. And be honest with you, the length of time is going to take to actually benefit from the school is going to be it's going to take way too long. You see, a lot of us don't understand the condition we're in. When you hear that we're at the bottom of the social economic ladder, you don't have all this time that you think you have to wait for something to actually be created for you to benefit from it. When you are at the bottom, you are actually at the bottom. You got to move because you're in a very perplexing quagmire. You see, a lot of us think it's just the Section 8s that are being cut and the food stamps. No, Medicaid, they're talking about education, they're talking about if you're a veteran, they're talking about cutting down some of your veterans' benefit as well. So, I mean, it's a whole list of stuff, a lot of programs on the chopping block. But see, when you don't have the foresight and the understanding that it takes to actually understand where this is going, you tend to be more emotional driven versus logical driven. You see, you don't have the logic at all. See, you can't have a logic and emotions occupying the mind at the same time. One is going to have to reign supreme at the time. But like I said, you can't have two opposing thoughts occupy the mind at the same time. It doesn't work that way. One is going to have to reign supreme. So this whole notion, like I said, going back to the school, of creating a school is not going to make any, it's not going to work. I know you're saying, well, what's my solution then? Well, there are many solutions. You have to choose one that applies to you. See, a lot of us, when we say what's the solution, you really don't want any solutions, to tell you the truth. You just want something you can talk about so you can knock it down. So, nah, that ain't gonna work, man. No. There are many solutions. Again, your solution and my solution might be two different solutions. For instance, my solution is I need some money so I can start building. That's what I need. I already got the land. I just need to start getting stuff together. That might not be your solution. You might have the money, but you don't have any courage that you can do anything. That's another problem, you see. So we don't have, it's not just one solution. We are in this notion that just one solution, give it to us. No. You have to decide for yourself what's going to work for you. I mean, it comes down to a choice. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's the choice. And it's all up to you. But I don't want to get off topic. What? No, he's straight. Talk to my daughter for a second. So I don't want to get off topic, but we have these notions that somebody's going to come and lead us somewhere. We're still in this Messiah complex. Some of you left the church and you still have the same mindset about you, that you need someone to lead you, someone to take you somewhere, as if you can't do it yourself. As to me, it seems like you don't have any intentions of ever doing it for yourself. To me, it seems like you're weak in that department, emotionally and mentally and spiritually. To me, because it seems to me that you want to have someone to follow, because that way, if it doesn't work out, you can say, see, it's their fault, because we were following them and it didn't work out. Well, really and truly, it's your fault, because you was following somebody. If you say you believe in a creator, didn't the creator give you a working brain? Why don't you use it? I mean, why don't you use it? Are you afraid? Perhaps. Lack of courage, as Marcus Garvey said, the great honorable Marcus Garvey. Without confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. You see, we hear things, but we don't actually internalize them to really understand what they mean. If you don't have any confidence in self, you won't do anything. You're gonna always have these defeatist attitudes. Well, you know, we can't do anything because, you know, they're gonna stop us. You know, they're gonna stop you. See, you saw Tulsa, Oklahoma. You saw Black. You know, you saw Rosewood. Yes, we saw them, but did you know the other successful cities that still last during that same time? Of course not. We want to be forever perpetual victims. Never the victors, always the victims. You see what they're doing to us, man? You see what they're doing to us? Everybody can see it. But what can you learn from it is the question. What can you learn from it? If all you can learn to it is just to be reactive and to be complaining about everything, then you have missed the opportunity to learn the valuable lesson from it. You see, doesn't it bother you guys, man, that actual human beings, not extraterrestrials, not androids, not automatons or hybrids or lizard people, or regular flesh and blood humans that would live and die and are born just like you, are making great progress. But here it is, we are here, still with the same talking points over the past 60 years. Where is the progress? I ask, where is the progress? You're still talking about the same things. How do you have the Chinese and the Indians actually come to the point where they're actually, 50, 60 years ago, China was a third world nation. Look at it today. It's about to surpass America if it has not already surpassed America. But how did they do that? Were they in the streets marching, saying yellow power? I mean, we like colors for some reason. Like I said before, when we talk about Europeans and Africans, it's always black and white. But when you talk about anybody else, it's always, Asians or Indians. How does that work? You see? But you're still on this color scheme. You're still in this type of Creole fantasy. But how did Asians do it? Were they out there marching and protesting? They went to work. They went to work. Something, it seems like to me, we don't ever want to do. We just want to be perpetual speakers. That's why everybody wants to be on a debate. I'm gonna debate you. Look, man, Time out for the debates. Time out for the lectures. That's not gonna do anything at all. This thing is dead. Yeah, this thing is dead. Time out, man. It's not gonna do any good at all. You're wasting time. You're wasting time. Yeah, this ain't gonna make it. Yeah, you're wasting time, man. All these debates, all these different ideologies, mythologies, they haven't gotten us anywhere. Here in 2017, I'm still talking about the same things. The same things. And it seems to me like we're happy in that mode. We're happy in that conflict mode, especially when it comes to conflict within the ranks. What I mean by that is conflict with each other. I said before in the previous video, all we really want to do is conflict with each other. Oh man, you see what happened? See what they said to the latest conflict with those Cynthia and Tyreek, man, and Sarah. Oh man, they're wrong for doing that. Okay. At the end of the day, what does that do to move the agenda forward? What does it do? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But for some weird reason, when it comes to the people who are hurt so much, all we want to do is just be able to react and to speak and to talk and to just, to me it seems like some of us like to hear ourselves speak. So we're happy we got a little phone or whatever recording device you got and you speak and you don't even think it out and say, well, how is this going to affect? And how is this going to help? Some of us want to study and focus on what each other do with what we do with our genitalias, who are you going to have sex with, and really and truly you can have sex with a tree. I don't give a damn. That ain't my concern. You can marry a tree for, I don't care. Can we move the agenda forward? Some of you worrying what makeup a woman might have on. She have on makeup, she wearing fake hair and all that stuff. Again, can we move the agenda forward? Because all that is distractions. Can we move the agenda forward? If the answer is no, then we're wasting time. You're wasting time. You might as well say we're not really about doing anything. About all we want to do is really talk, have a good time, pretend like we're doing something. So when your little children grow up and you turn into be grandparents and they go upside your head because they don't respect you because you didn't give them anything to actually look forward to in life, and they got to start back at square one while everybody else already 5 steps ahead of them. They got to start at spot number 1, and you wonder why a lot of these youngsters don't respect the elders, because they're seeing that you're full of nonsense, putting it lightly. They're seeing that you really ain't about no real progress, man. You guys talk a good talk, but at the end of the day, it's nothing more than just talk. So they don't respect you. Some of us want to fight the gender issue, or say the black man ain't shit, the white man is king. And I mean, the logics. I hear it all the time from some of the sisters. Like I said, you all like to use colors, so I mean, that's what you say. And some of the brothers say the same thing. I'm never going to get one of these black ladies, man, They ain't worth shit. I'm going to go to a different race of women. That's not going to help the problem. You still got a divide going on. Like I said, I don't give a damn who you marry, who you have sex with. That's not my concern. Can we move the agenda forward? These useless talking points is nothing more than just useless talking points. What do they solve at the end of the day? Nothing. You're still at the bottom of the social economic ladder. Some of us want to say, well, we're not black. Okay, I understand that. I don't think so either. I'm an African from the Caribbean. I know exactly where I'm coming. I know exactly where my people came from, and I didn't need to take a DNA test to figure that out. However, some of us get caught up in that. So we are indigenous Americans. Okay, cool. Some of us say we're Hebrews. Okay, cool. But all you're doing, like I said before, is changing the names. If you call cancer the common cold and the common cold cancer, all you're going to have is people dying from the common cold because you call the common cold cancer, right? That's all you do. All you do is change the name. The disease still is going to kill people, regardless of what you change the name to. Like I said before, you can call a dog a cat a dog. The dog that you now call a cat is still gonna bark. The cat that you now call a dog is still gonna meow. All you did was change the name. So this whole naming idea we have, well, we're Israelites, that's great, no problem. You think America is gonna say, okay, what? We made a mistake, you know? We're gonna start giving the money we give it to Israel, we're gonna give it to us. They're gonna give it to you, I mean. You, the real Israelites. You think they're gonna do that? Really and truly? If you believe that, then hey, more power to you. More power to you. But again, at the end of the day, you're still wasting time. Time you don't have. But nevertheless, it's time you want to waste. I mean, I am not certain what it's going to take to actually get us on the right path, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure what it's going to take. Because it seemed to me, like I said before, we're not really serious about any real long-lasting change. Nah. We just want what we believe is change, to have a voice, to be able to speak, but not really have any sound foundation of what we want to do. Just be able to speak. But I have to expect that, because at the end of the day, African people have been colonialized, Jim Crow, segregated, black codes, and everything else a lot longer than we have been so-called free. So I have to expect that. So that's why I say in my videos that chances are I will not see this great change that I want to see in my lifetime. My grandkids may be. My great grandkids is more. It looks more likely they'll actually see that. But I can live to be 120 years, and I can pretty much guarantee that I won't see it. And if looking at what's going on here on the internet is any indicator, then I'm right. They have way too many personalities out there. Everybody wants to be the one in charge. But nobody really wants to put the work in. Or the only time they want to put the work in is when they actually get the accolades. I did it. I'm gonna take over the conscious community. I'm gonna do this. I. What happened to we? To let you know they really have no real intentions of actually changing anything. It's just a means to an end for them. Just a means to get some money, to get to the next step, and that's cool. But be honest about it. Be honest about it. Okay, this whole notion of you changing, you ain't changing nothing, man. Just be honest. That's all I want to say right now, man. I'll talk to you guys later.